Now, when you're doing immunoassays where you're looking for clumping, a lot of times this is done using agglutination or precipitation reactions. So the difference between agglutination and precipitation really has to do with the size of the particles that are formed. So agglutination deals with larger insoluble particles, so you have these obvious aggregates of clumping. So with direct agglutination, the antibody is mixed with the antigen, and if they bind, you get clumping. An example of this is hemagglutination, which is actually used for blood typing. With passive agglutination, you're actually attaching antibodies or antigens to latex beads. This is produced commercially, and you basically will add the bead to a drop of body fluid or a bacterial culture, and what you're actually going to look for is what you see right here, right? You have that obvious clumping where you have this antibody and antigen attaching, so it's coming out of solution. You can also have more obvious precipitation reactions. So the antibodies will actually attach to the antigens in a way where they cross-link and they come out of solution. Typically you'll do this in some sort of gel because it allows for diffusion, so you get these swaths of color indicating where you have reactions. So an example is the Ochterlony technique. So you actually will put antibodies in the middle and put antigens around the side. They're all going to fuse towards each other, and you can actually see here this line and this line. That indicates positives because you actually have antibodies and antigens attaching. That line is formed because they're coming out of solution. If you look at these other areas where there's no lines, right, that's because the antibodies and the antigens are not actually attaching to each other.